Fine. I'll stay for your sake. And for Star's. Just to make sure the Kramers are equally represented.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, I'll take her.
I'll share her only with you.
All right. Thank you for staying.
Bye, sweetheart.
Say goodbye. Well, at least there wasn't any bloodshed.
Keep her away from her, do you understand? Look at this. All these grown-ups pretending to have a good time. Pretending to be happy. Isn't that silly? Here. Come on, sunshine. Let's go see if I can get something to eat.
Don't.
Very nice, Dorian.
Oh?
You know, you made a huge point of swearing up and down to me that our families were finished with this Hatfield and McCoy feuding.
I'm sorry. I really do think that all the feuding is over. I mean, haven't I shown that by selling you the land that you needed to build Buchanan Enterprises publishing empire, whose first official act was to scuttle my novel? Honestly, Cord, what kind of feuding could I possibly retaliate with? Excuse me.
You know, while I was out at the ranch, I got the distinct impression that any rivalry you might have with Dorian just might be the least of your concerns.
Look, Glenn, I know you're talking about the way Buchanan Enterprises stock has gone through the floor. We've got an enemy out there. They're leaking inside information on the internet.
Any idea who it is?
No. I've got my assistant, Cameron Wallace. She's working on it right now.
Wonderful, as usual, Kelly. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Dorian. And, excuse me.
Okay, don't start.
Start what?
Anything about Joey. We're not doing that today.
Excuse me, but why? Does everybody think that I am the one who starts trouble? That all I have ever wanted, young woman, listen to me, is to make sure that every one of you, everyone in my family, got the best. Never mind. And speaking of family, where is your wonderful, wonderful husband, and how is he?
He's fine, thank you, and he is at a Christian fellowship conference.
Oh.
But I'm sure he'll be sorry that he missed this.
Oh, well, that's not going to be a problem, is it, after all? You can always read about it in the wonderful article you'll write for the Sun.
Right. Excuse me. Blair, how would you like me to handle the coverage of Todd's return? I figured, front page, photo. He was the founder of the Sun. We'll do family reactions inside,
I think that'll be a great idea. In fact,
Blair, you don't need to think about it anymore. I'm back, and I'll be making those decisions from now on. Maybe that sounded a little harsh. I'm just trying to make up for a lot of lost time. And I want to get my life back as soon as possible.
Todd, I support you 100%. I had no idea that you wanted to get back to work so soon. Look, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. I want to make sure Vicki isn't stuck holding a dirty diaper.
Cassie, would you excuse us for just a moment, please? Please? Thank you. Hey, look at me. Admit it. Todd's being back is not cause for celebration.
How can you say that?
Because death does not become him. Lazarus has not risen. A kinder, gentler soul. He is still the same arrogant, demonic monster that he always was.
You listen to me. He is my daughter's father. He is family. We're his family. We belong together.
Mm-hmm. You're telling me you're really happy?
I'm happier than I have ever been. Look, I am not telling you that it is easy, okay? It's going to take us some time to get back to where we were before.
Just be careful you don't go too far back, like to when he raped Marty Saybrook. You know, just go far back enough so that you can capture that magical moment when you formed this mystical bond between you. Remember this. He has and always will be a man who is prone to irrational, jealous rages. Better not let him find out what happened between you and Patrick Thornhart.
You better not say a word, because that doesn't matter anymore now that Todd's back, okay? So you keep your mouth shut.
If you choose to live in a hornet's nest, don't cover yourself with honey, dear. Such a shame you couldn't stay dead.
Dorian. Dorian, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Star is with Lois if you're looking for her, but then you're not looking for her, are you?
Gee, what do you mean? I can't tell, you're so subtle.
Well, I'll try and be a little more heavy-handed in the future.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you were uncomfortable in there.
With all my friends and family? Gee, I wonder why.
And I'm sorry you're still uncomfortable with Blair, even though she is very happy to have you back. Look, I know that you love your wife just as much as you ever did. You have to give yourself a chance to be a couple again.
Oh. Coupling has never been a problem, especially for Blair. I have a vivid picture of her coupling burned into the back of my eyes.
Well, talk to her about it, why don't you? Let her tell you what it was like for her when you were dead. Find out why she turned to someone, to Patrick. Anyone kind at that point. Listen to what she has to say.
Truth has never been Blair's strong suit. And trust has never been mine. She'll stumble through an explanation, and whether it's true or not, I will have a hell of a time believing it. It's a curse.
Yeah, it is. But at least give her the chance to be honest with you before you assume the worst. And try to trust in what she says. Look, after everything that you've been through, isn't it worth taking just one more chance with her?
Is, everything all right?
Vicki and I were just...
Thank you, Vicki. I'm very happy for you. I know it means a lot to you to have Todd back.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Do you think I could make a suggestion? Star is practically asleep. She's with Lois. Why don't you just leave her with me tonight? Just for tonight, okay? And you two go on home together. You could use a little time alone.
I think that is a great suggestion, Vicki. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Vicki.
Yeah, you know, since she will be definitely in good hands here, we could use some time alone, and even if it's just to talk. Great, thank you. Okay. Okay.
Good night.
I think everything should be right there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for everything.
Think about what I said.
Dorian Lord at this party in red like some kind of a nightmare hag swooping out of the sky to cast her evil spell like some animated feature.
Come on, Todd. She only wants what's best for her family, that's all.
She thinks what's best for her family is me at the bottom of the cold Irish Sea.
Now, don't say that. Dorian was beside me the whole time that you were gone. She gave me some very good advice.